Hello everyone, how are you guys doing today? So, we have lots of Grave Danger boosters to open. I'm going to open up 4 today, and I'm going to be giving away some of these guys, so I'm super excited about that. And I will also be giving away this super shiny hero pack here that I don't know if you guys saw that online. We'll take a look at those cards in there too. They have alternative art and they are foiled, so this is going to be my first look at this Grave Danger set. I don't actually even know what cards are inside this. So it should be really interesting to see what's going on with it. Also, I'm here to answer any sort of Munchkin CCG questions you guys might have. Hello, Greg and Bruce and Jimmy and Derek. Thank you so much for joining me today. I also have free hugs today for you guys only, just today only though, okay? So if you see me, free hugs. So let's go ahead and take this to the table. Let's see here. I also have a little key over here on the side. So if you guys have any questions about the rarity levels or anything, those are there. And of course, make lots of comments because that's what I'm here for. I'm here to chat with you guys, open some booster packs, and hang out, okay? Move my board over here. Yeah, he's a zombie spike. It was a sad day for him, but sometimes that happens. Oh, what I didn't think about was the whole tearing this stuff open procedure here, guys. So I apologize. All right. Our first pack of cards. What do we have here? We have, let's see here, this guy's an ally. I'm going to kind of organize these in a group here so we can kind of look what we have. And when this one is squished, you squish all curses. So that one's actually a pretty nice one. That one's a cost of 3 gold. Here's a Mischief card. Play only when an ally card is moved to your discard pile. For any reason, stash that card. So this just puts it back into your stash there. That's a Mischief. Ooh, I like this Undead Monster card. I was excited about the theme of this here because well, of course, I like Halloween. I like that sort of horror theme with everything. And this set was just really exciting for me. You know what? I'm not for sure if there's foil cards in the pack. Jimmy might be able to answer that for me. I'm not sure what all of the cards are in this pack because they haven't released any sort of deck where, it tells you all the different cards that are in this set. They haven't released that yet. So I'm not sure what all they're offering in these packs, Derek. But the ghost card he's pretty cool looking. Let's see, we have a Lawn Cherub, Loiterer. This ability is active only while this is in the stash. All undead monsters take 1 damage when they are hired. That's really cool. I haven't seen that ability at all. I think that might be new to this. That's fantastic. I like the Loiterer ability on this, guys. Oh, of course, the card is going to be green, so it's going to be terrible. I'll do this Undead Drunk here. He also has Loiterer here, and allies may not be committed to fights. That's huge. Wow, guys. Oh my gosh. I'm a super big fan of this Loiterer ability. That's fantastic. Yeah, Bruce, I saw that you won the Munchkin Spell School thing. That's super awesome. If you guys want to put in the comments who you play with, so if you play with the Dwarf or the Orc Bard, what deck do you make and what hero do you play with? If you want to leave that in the comments, we're giving away the foil cards today as well as some of these packs here, and you'll get those. Okay, so these are the monsters here. We're going to put those guys down here. What else do we have? We have a Trinket. Zap target monster, heals 1, and zap deal 1 damage to target monster. We have a curse, stick this to target hero. Okay, so that's a curse. We got some loot down here. I'm going to run out of room really fast. Ooh, the Eternal Knight looks so cool. Regenerate for 1. Ah, he looks so freaking cool, guys. I'm digging all the skeleton and zombie sort of themed cards here. Yeah, the Thief was really popular, but they did end up changing his card So if you guys don't have the new Thief card, you may want to pick that up because it's no longer draw 2. I believe it's draw 1 and discard 1 on that one. The Orc Bard. You know, the Orc Bard looks the coolest. He's the coolest looking hero, guys. I'm sorry for everybody else that has other heroes that they play. He's just the cool. Well, she's just the coolest looking hero. So we have a Mischief Interrupt. Play only when target card is being stashed face down. What? Okay. Move that card to its owner's discard pile instead. So this is the first card that I've seen that specifically affects the stashed face down cards, which are usually technically out of play in the game. So usually you can't do any effects on those face down cards in your stash. And this is really interesting that this has a special exclusion to that rule there. That's fantastic. The ninth, oh, came in ninth at the Gen Con tournament with the Warlock deck. Wow. That's fantastic. Yes, I believe you can play with the goldfish on that. We also have Monster Angel. When this card is hired, it may discard Mischief cards. If you do, it gains hit on that one there. The Angel monster just looks cool. But I'm still digging that Loiter ability there. Like, that's going to be super powerful. Spoiler season is the best. That's right. Everybody loves spoilers. Guys, you know, that's the best part. You get to talk about all the cards and what sort of decks you're going to make before you go into tournaments, you know. We have a Mischief Curse on this. Stick this to a target weapon during the Reckoning. The stuck weapon's controller must pay 1 gold or squish that weapon. So that's an interesting card as well. I would imagine most people would probably squish their weapon on that because especially if you put this pretty early on in the game, like that's not going to be good business for your early game, you know? So that's a good way to get rid of a weapon with that curse there. Ooh, okay. Roger Mortis. He is stealthy. That's fantastical. Look at him. All right, that was pack number 1, guys. We'll move this over here. Set comes out. The set should be in stores on November 30th, and it's November 30th through December 2nd, which they're going to be doing special things in stores. So I believe that's when everybody's going to be getting everything for that. So you guys still have a few weeks, but I'm going to be opening up card packs every few weeks here. I'm going to be doing some play and how to play for some of the newer players and stuff. Let's see here. We have... Okay, let's move this. Monster. Okay. And then our loot trinket. I'm going to have to move this, guys. Got to make room. Got to make room for our cards. All right, so we had 1 loot, 1 ally, 4 mischief, and 6 monsters in that pack, okay? And I'm going to keep the packs separate here. Pack 1. Pack 2. The hype train. Riding the hype train. That's right. You got to get all hyped up for the new set. The Loiter ability is going to be fantastic. The cards look amazing already. Was the rare hire of that pack? Let me see. We have common. We have the uncommon. We have the 1 rare, common, uncommon, and common on that one. The rare cards on this particular pack was the Roger Mortis guy. And... Oh, no, it was the Roger Mortis guy on that. And then the uncommons were the Monster Angel there. And who was the other one? And then the licensing fee, stick this to the target weapon, and then during their reckoning, you have to pay the 1 or discard that weapon on that one. Yeah. He's gonna be a good one. He's a good monster. Okay, so what do we have here? We have Puppy Cerberus. Puppy Cerberus is adorable, guys. Zap a loot you control or take 1 damage. Aw, he's so cute, guys. Look at him. I need a puppy Cerberus for my house. He's adorable. Yeah, we could have Jimmy come over and then he could play his. We'd all play together. We have unholy symbols here, which this is going to be a weapon there. We have a monster, a Zobo. He's pretty cool. He's a 5 on there with 4 health. Like, that's pretty nice, but he still costs 4 gold on there. Right Milk. So this is a Mischief card. You draw 3 cards, and you have Monstrous 3 on this. That's interesting on that one. That's a Mischief one. We have Monster Undead. Gains 1 of each health and attack on that. What else we got? Can I get a hi? Hello, R4 Maverick. How are you guys doing? Thanks so much for joining us, guys. I appreciate you guys joining us. If you want to be involved in the conversation, let me know what hero you play, because I'm going to be giving away some packs and some shiny cards, lots of really cool stuff, okay? So we have Mischief Treachery on this one here. Target hired undead monster gains 1 for this fight, and it has Encore on it, so that's going to go back to your hand with that. Let's see here. Mischief up there, okay. We have Loot Armor, discard 1 card, prevent 2 damage, and that's an interrupt on that one. That one's nice. Squish a loot in your horde. If you do, this deals 3 damage to any target. It's called a Tantrum. That's pretty good too. I like that card as well. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that no one plays Munchkin in Plano, Texas. You got to get a group together and teach everybody then, Maverick. Let's see here. We have... Okay, here's an uncommon. It is Edu de Garlic. Like garlic. I mean, you could use this for vampires. You know? Zap prevents all damage from an undead monster, then squish this as an interrupt. That's a pretty freaking powerful card, guys. The garlic card is pretty powerful. I like that. That's 1 whole attack. That's another way to avoid 1 whole attack on that. We have our uncommon here, which is an ally. When this is committed to a fight, an undead monster is hired and deals 2 damage to that monster. That's a pretty decent little ally. And it's a righteous paladin because he's super cool. He's a super cool surfer. He's righteous, man. Okay, we have our loot card there. What else do we have? Where's our rare? Okay, here's our rare here. He is a bumblebee. Squished an unzapped loot you control or squish this. That's pretty interesting. So, why would you want... Okay, squish an unzapped loot you control or squish this. I'm not really sure why you would squish your unzapped loot. Maybe if Jimmy's on here, he can answer my question for me, because this makes it sound like whenever you're playing this in the dangerous monster zone, that you are squishing your control, then you squish this, and I'm not sure why you would want to do that unless you have some sort of like special combination of cards going on where you need to squish something while also luring somebody to use their allies and stuff like that against you without cheating. Like, if that's the full intent of that card, then that makes sense. This would be more of like a bluffing card on that. You play the Cleric, Lance. I like the Cleric. The Cleric's good. He can really get up there and help. He sticks around for quite a bit, you know? He's hard to beat sometimes. Let's see here. Put this guy up over here with the allies. And then our last card in this deck is target monster gains 2 health for this fight. It's positive reinforcement. You're like, oh, you're such a good little monster. You're so good. You're doing such a good job. So, Jimmy... The one on this one here, squish an unzapped loot you control or squish this. Is this more of like a bluffing card with that? Or drop it on the sideboard? You'll have to answer that in the questions. I think it is. I think it is as far as that goes. That's what you would probably end up doing with it. You are correct. Let's see here. Maverick, like squishing, I bet. Okay. It's a drawback because it's a high power. I agree. Let's see here. We got this deck here. Okay, so it's a drawback to the monster because he's undercosted. So you're sacrificing that or the monster. I would play it more than as a bluffing mechanism then, because if you end up squishing that monster, you know, you're not cheating or anything. You could technically lure out that person's stuff and then, you know, their allies and weapons and have them use that. I think that would just be another really good way to bluff the person, you know, make them use all their stuff. I think that would be a pretty good card for that. What do we got in our next deck? Scoot all those over here. Okay, so first up, we have an ally. Squish this, squish target loot with a star less than or equal to the tokens on this. Well, that's nice. So if you start zapping this, then you can squish somebody's loot. That's pretty nice on that one. What else? Yes, there is a giveaway here, Carlos. So what you need to do is in the comments tell me what hero you play with at home on this, and we're going to be giving away some packs of the Grave Danger, so some booster packs of the Grave Danger, as well as some super nice shiny cards, which I put somewhere. They went somewhere, guys. I apologize. We have a Skulldozer here. This one is Squish Target Location. That one's pretty nice too. That one's a monster. Another Milkwright. He's pretty cool. That's a Mischief card though. We'll put him over there. Monster Angel. So, ooh, okay. So we have a classification of angels here. And he has the Loiterer ability on him. I'm not going to put that card under the screen though, because it's too green for you guys. And it'll just fade into everything. Let's see here. Yep, you could totally use it to semi-bluff Jimmy. Yeah, that's the whole story of this game, is finding the best ways to bluff your opponent into doing things. We have a Shallow Glaive. Monsters squished by this cannot be regenerated. That's sweet. I like that card a lot, because there's nothing worse than having a bunch of zombies come out and you're like, just get squished already, guys. So tired of seeing your stupid zombies come out and trick me. Any promo cards for the regular Munchkin on the TCG? So I don't have any regular promos for Munchkin right now, but I know that they will be at PAX Unplugged. So if you're going to PAX Unplugged within the next few weeks here, you can definitely pick up some sweet promos for the CCG as well as Munchkin. So they will be there. And I believe they're at Gamehole Con, but I don't know what sort of presence is there. I know Steve is there and I know Philip Reed is there. But that's all I know for them. We also have hospital staff here. When this is committed to a fight, when this is committed to a fight and the monster is hired, you may pay 2 gold. If you do, this gains the liposuction. Well, that's nice, because then you're going to get life back on that one. And that one's a loot. That one's a big loot. It's a 3/3. That's not too bad at all. Got a loot there. We have a loot trinket. Zap moved target curse to its owner's hand and then squish this. That one's nice. Monster demon. That's a glomp. When hired, you may pay 1 gold and squish this. If you do squish the target committed weapon. Well, that's nice as well, because that's getting rid of people's defense on that one. That one's a monster demon on this. I think he is asking if there are promos in the CCG that can be used in regular Munchkin. No, I don't believe so. No, I haven't seen any promos in any boxes that can be used in the regular Munchkin. They've kept everything really separate on the two sides of the CCG versus Munchkin. Because, I mean, they're two completely different games. They're just so vastly different, I could see how they wouldn't want to confuse anything with that. During each hero's reckoning, that hero rolls a dice, 1 through 5, collect 1. Each hero takes damage equal to the number of tokens on this, and then squish this. Wow, Mount Boom. That's a pretty awesome location. Except if you're playing a paladin, this would be really great, because if you can survive the onslaught of just damage off of this by healing yourself a bunch, that would be fantastic. This would be a really great card here. This is an uncommon one on this one. Let me put that over here so you can see it. The green is going to look weird, but at least you can see the card there, guys. So that one was a common. That one was a loot one there. Here's our rare. Okay, so rare, we have another Bumblebeast here for that one, so I'm not going to show that guy again. We have the expiring range here. Current decks, warrior deck. Red Dragon Inn had it in a sense, huh? Let's see here. Okay, so this is a location card here. During each hero's reckoning, that hero may squish an unzapped loot they control and pay gold equal to the attack amount or the star amount. If they do, this deals damage equal to the squished loot to the target monster. Oh, that's a fantastic card as well. And I mean, this one you could use pretty much whenever, right? That's fantastic. I like that one too. That one's a good one. Was that uncommon? Yeah, that one's uncommon. Okay. And then we have the Lich Doctor. Oh, this is a cute card. He also has the Loiterer ability. I like how they have on this the Loiterer ability as well as the Loiterer ability isn't exactly the same every time. It's telling you Loiterer, this ability is active only while this is in the stash, and then dash, and then it gives you like a little sub ability on what it means when it's in the stash, and each one seems to be different. That's really cool, guys. I really like that. So in this one, you may squish another monster in your stash. If you do so, this deals 2 damage to any target and 1 damage to itself. So that's really cool. You would lose this card because he's a 3/1, but it would definitely be worth it if you're going to be able to damage other people outside of combat with that one. I like the Lich Doctor a lot. And that one was a uncommon one on that one. That one's an uncommon one. I'm digging the new abilities in these. This is a good set. This is going to be a fantastic set. I'm enjoying this set a lot. All right. This was number 3. Time to build a deck. That's right, Dr. GloryHoundd. You got to get your deck started. You got to figure out what's going to be in this new Grave Danger set. You have to start building and getting ready for tournament stuff, for tournament play. So on November 30th through December 2nd, check your friendly local game store. They should have some information out on what they're going to be doing for the event, but that is going to be when the Grave Danger set is finally released into the world to do all its damage. Yeah, there's a ton of Munchkin promos. I have collected many, many, many Munchkin promos. However, I know I still have not even broke the surface of getting all of the promos for everything. It's a very vast, vast cavern of well, I guess a vast rabbit hole that you can go down with collecting promos. I really like some of the promos for the CCG though, because they're doing a lot of cool stuff. Like I have here these super gigantic hero cards, which are amazing. And then they have, foil cards, and they've had some really cool promos for the CCG. I've been really excited about those ones. Release is next week, and the events are at the end of the month. And if you guys are at PAX Unplugged and you have questions or want to check out promos, Steve Jackson Games is going to be at PAX Unplugged, or even if you just want to learn how to play the game, that's always a great way to learn how to play if you don't know how to play. So in this deck here, or in this booster pack here, we have a loot squishing ring, pay zap, pay 2, and then squish target curse. That's a really good one to have for anything. I'm glad this is not a cleric specific card or anything. Because sometimes you're playing and somebody puts a curse on you or they have a curse heavy deck and I'm like, dang it, I just can't get rid of all these things. I just want it to end. I just want it to end. We have a loot trinket. This comes into play zapped. Zap, squish a location you control, and then squish a target location. So that's just clearing the board items there. We have a Mischief Interrupt here. Play when target opponent would draw a card. The opponent spills one instead. It's called Butterfingers. That's adorable. We have Monster Dragon. Crick's the mostly undead. He's mostly dead. He'll get better. He'll get better later. You may discard an undead monster. If you do this, it gains 2. It's going to gain 2 attack. That's a cool card. I like that one a lot. Because if you have some like a full undead deck, then you can kind of judge how much attack you want to do if somebody lets that through. I mean, you can just pump up the attack in that, and that would be fantastic. Ooh, I like that. What else do we have here? Loot armor. Zap, discard X cards, prevent X damage. This is an interrupt. That one's a nice one, too. We have the Tantrum card here, which is squish the loot in your horde. If you do, it deals 3 damage to any target. I believe we talked about that one. I do like this card a lot, though. The Tantrum is good. That's a really great playable card for Rogue there. We have a Participation Ribbon, guys. When you take 3 or more damage, zap this, draw a card as an interrupt. Okay, that's cool. You participated in the fight. You may have gotten mostly slaughtered, but you know what? Your parting gift is a nice card. That's fantastic. All right. So if you guys are just joining us, make sure to tell us what hero you play with in the comments. We're going to be giving away some of these booster packs and our super shiny foil cards, our super shiny foil hero cards that were available at Gen Con. This one here is an amateur acupuncturist. Stick this to a target hero and that hero cannot heal. Well, that's interesting. So this is a cleric card, and cleric playing, like fighting a cleric, that would be a huge detriment to them with that curse. That's fantastic. I like that one. We have another Mount Boom location. I like that. We have the Monster Mash. Deal 1 damage to target monster for each undead monster in your stash. Ooh. That's a nasty card for 1 gold. 1 gold, and you can play this at the end of your turn with however many monsters are in your stash. That's a pretty fantastical card, guys. In the comments, and Facebook, on YouTube, wherever you would like to mention that, and then I'll pull them from the comments. It's easier if you do it on Facebook for me, though. Let's see here. Let's show this Monster Mash one. And the art on this is really adorable, too. Let's get some of this out of here. They're all dancing around and stuff. That's a really good card. I like that one a lot. This one has like very few monsters in this one because we have mostly loot and mischief cards. We have 1 monster in a location. We have here an ally. Count our spell. Like Count Von Count. I mean, definitely not like Count Von Count, but kind of similar in a way, in some ways. Pay 2. Cancel a target mischief, and this can be used as an interrupt. That's an awesome card to have as well. That's another uncommon card with this one. That's fantastic. I like that one. Count our spell. And what do we have here? Here's our rare card. So, the Aggravated Battery. It's a monster, and this gains 1 if an ally is committed to this fight. That's a really cool card, too, because I mean, the more allies that get committed to the fight, they're going to be just taking more and more damage and then have to assign that damage out there. So this is a good way to sort of kill a bunch of allies, I would imagine, you know, if you're in a fight. The monsters do have to survive fights, though, to get in your stash. That's true. You have to be really good at bluffing, Jimmy. Dang, Jimmy, get better at your bluffs. Get more monsters in your stash. Let's take a look at this rare card here, the Aggravated Battery. That's a good one. I like that one too. Well, there were a lot of really fantastic cards in this set. I'm excited about opening more and playing more of this set. Here are my boosters. I'll break out my other little pack of shiny cards here that I have so I can show you guys what we're giving away. All right. First off, what were your guys' favorite cards that I mentioned here? Because I definitely had, I want to say about 4 or 5 favorites. I'll have to take them out of the decks and take a picture of them and post the ones that I really, really, really liked, that I thought were really good. And they're going to add a lot to your decks as you're building, you know? And we're going to do some, not pack wars, but drafting and stuff like that, hopefully a little later next week. Or no, wait, I'll be at BGG next week, so the week after probably. Let's see here. We have these shiny cards here that we're giving away today, guys. And of course, if you guys have any other questions about any of the items that you saw here today, or a special technical question or something, like we're here today right now to answer those questions. So just let us know. So here are the foil cards here with the alternative art. These things are amazing. They're so pretty and shiny. In this pack, you get one of each. You get your Halfling Ranger, your Centaur Warrior, your Human Wizard, your Dwarf Cleric, and your Orc Bard. Apologies for my alarm. But you get one of each of these in this pack, so you're going to get a full set. They're super shiny and cool. I would show them under my special camera here, but it really doesn't no justice at all. See, guys, you can hardly see them. The camera makes it weird. But these cards are super awesome. We picked these up at Gen Con. We're going to be giving these away, so make sure and let us know who your favorite hero is to play with. If you guys have any questions, let us know. And then, of course, make sure to like and subscribe to this. If you want to see more about the Grave Danger set or any other Steve Jackson games, like and subscribe. Ring the bell if you are on YouTube so you can get notifications whenever we do sweet videos like this and go live and stuff like that, guys, okay? Other than that, I think we're about done. Make sure to check out Steve Jackson Games at PAX West. I believe they're at Gamehole Con currently. I think that's this week. And I will be at BGG next week. So this is like a huge month full of stuff happening this month. There's just been a ton of stuff going on. And I believe that is all for today, guys. Let's see here. Combo that with my final countdown deck. I'm excited to see all the decks that are going to come from this because the cards look really cool, and I'm really digging some of the special abilities on here, Jimmy. So that's going to be super exciting, building those up. What else do we have here? Let's see here. Game news stuff. I believe next week we're going to be taking a look at Munchkin Harry Potter. I'm hoping to get the exclusive of like opening the box and seeing all the contents and everything. And I know that there's going to be some giveaways going on for Munchkin Harry Potter. So if you are a Harry Potter fan or a Munchkin fan or both, make sure to tune in next week as we do some of that, okay? So leave comments who your favorite hero is to play with, and we will choose a winner next week, and I will see you guys all later, all right? Have a good weekend.